And look at that. Woo! Now that's a steak for you. Hey guys, it's Adam with BBQ and Pits, back with another video for you. Today I'm going to show you how I like to do a reverse sear on a perfectly cooked filet mignon. First things first, let's take a look at this filet. So this is the filet I got. Got this from Sam's Club. This is a choice filet, so USDA choice. So what you're looking for is all that nice marbling in the flat there. So I've been letting this thing sit out for about 10 minutes just at room temperature. So now we're going to season this thing up. So use your favorite steak seasoning here. I'm using Montreal steak. That's my go-to. That's just a well-rounded steak seasoning. Then we're just going to season this thing up. Give it a heavy coat because it's going to really give that reverse sear some good flavor. Don't forget to hit your sides. Now we got this thing nice and seasoned. I'm going to sit this inside on the countertop at room temperature for another 15 minutes. So now I'm going to show you how I like to set up my Weber Kettle anytime I'm doing any steaks. So this is the Weber 22. Got an indirect side, cool side to cook those steaks through. And then the reverse sear part's going to happen over here on top of my GrillGrate. I'll put a link in the description. This is just part of my GrillGrate since you don't need the whole thing just because the fillets aren't huge. Alright, now with the grate off you can see a little bit better. Unlit charcoal, I've got a tumbleweed here from Royal Oak. I'm going to light that and we're going to put our half chimney on top of it. So while that charcoal chimney is going and getting started, I'm going to give you guys a little update on the patio situation. So if you guys have been tuning into my videos and subscribed to my channel, you know that I'm building this barbecue patio. We've gotten a lot done since the last time you guys tuned in. Got a little opening right there. We're going to have the grills back there. I'm going to run some electrical. We're going to have the pellet smoker, the Weber, all of it up under a nice shelter. Hopefully that'll be coming up here by fall time. Then in the meantime, while that charcoal chimney's heating up, you know I've got my trusty Yingling. And Yingling, I'm still waiting on that pallet to arrive to my house. This one is to you guys, all the subscribers out there, for tuning into my videos, helping me reach that milestone of 1,000 subscribers. We did it. I really appreciate it, guys. So from here, I'm just going to keep making cool videos that you guys like to watch, and hopefully we'll hit that next milestone. Alright, so now we've got some heat coming off of that thing. Grab my trusty welding glove since I burned this plastic on the chimney. Let's dump this on top of your unlit charcoal. What I like to do is use that Weber charcoal rake, which I'll put a link of this in the description too. If you don't have one, you need it, because I use it all the time. With the GrillGrate attachment right over the coals. I'm going to shut the lid, put the exhaust right over the indirect cool side. Leave my vents all the way open on bottom and top. Let's let that get up to temperature. Alright, we're approaching that 400 mark, and since Weber put that on the opposite side as the exhaust, I kind of know this grill, and each grill is going to be a little bit different, but I usually like to say on the direct side it's a 100-degree difference from the indirect side. So I'm probably running about 300 over here. So that's where we want to be. So now we'll just get these steaks ready. Alright, this is what our steak's looking like. The last thing we're going to do before we put this thing on, I've got a meter plus here, wireless thermometer. We're going to go center mass right in that steak. Thing is ready to go on the grill. Alright, so I've got my other fillets on there. So now I'm going to put this one right in between. We'll let those go for 10 minutes and then we're going to flip them over. Make sure you're running this grill right around 400 range. I had to actually dial back. Actually had to dial back the exhaust and the intake just a little bit, just to kind of maintain that temperature before it gets away from me. Alright, it's been 10 minutes. Let's check them out. This is what we're looking like. So this thing is reading about 80 internal temperature. So I mean, it's not even close, but we'll go ahead and flip it over just to get even coverage. We're going to turn it around also. Same with these other ones. So these things are smelling awesome. And then I'm using a cotton glove with a nitrile glove just because I don't want to ruin any of the seasoning. I feel like sometimes when you flip them with tongs, it'll scrape some of the seasoning off. So this is just easier and faster. So we're going to shut these things down for another 10 minutes. Alright guys, so that's hit that 125 internal temperature that I'm looking for. So now it's time to crank this grill up and let's do that reverse sear. Alright, so now it's been about a minute. We're going to take our thickest steak here that's measuring about 125. Let's flip it over and look at that thing smoking. So we're going to put it right here. So you're going to put it at a 45-degree angle and let's press down. Make sure it's making total contact with those rails on the grill grate. So we're going to let that sit for 30 seconds and then we're going to turn it around. Alright, so it's been 30 seconds guys. We're going to take this thing, pick it up, clean off those rails. Then we're just going to turn it at another 45-degree angle. Then you're going to press down. So that's going to go for another 30 seconds. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, another 30 seconds have gone by. Let's take a look at this thing. And look at that. Woo! Now that's a steak for you. So what we're going to do, the same thing on this other side. Clean those rails off. Then we're just going to put it down. Press down a little bit. Not as important just because it's not the appearance side. We're going to finish this thing off at a 45 for 30 seconds on the back side, and then we're going to turn it at another 45 for another 30 seconds and then it'll be done. So at this point in the cook, we're going to take us a little bit of butter, add a little bit of fat. Just rub that thing all over the front side of that steak. We're going to let it sit there. Well, don't drop it on the rails there. We're going to let it sit on top of that steak, melt down, add a little bit of fat. So now I'm going to bring you guys back in when we have it inside. Alright guys, so that filet mignon's been resting for 10 minutes. Let's check it out, see how we did. Take a look at that steak. Perfect crosshatch marks. The juice is just pouring out of it. So let's go ahead and cut into this thing and see how we did. Oh man, it's like butter. Let's take a look here. That's about a medium steak right there if I've seen one. That's actually a little more than what I would like, but you know, it's still super tender, super juicy. You see all the juice flowing out of it. So let's take a bite and see how it is. Oh yeah, good flavor to it. Good charcoal flavor. You can taste that butter that we put on it. That's good steak. Super tender, just like a filet should be. While I sit here and eat this steak for dinner, guys, make sure you subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more of my videos. Until next time, we'll see you down the road.